Hello, everyone. Back with Banter with the Brothers, bar for bar. 1/5 again. Carl, I'm here with
Well, OC Empire, everybody call me Juice.
Juice. How you been living, man, during these times, man? How's everything going?
Bro, it's cool, man. I've been chilling for the most part, just working from home, trying to stay positive. Recently kind of start getting back out and doing little things, nothing too crazy, but for the most part, chilling, man.
No, I feel you. I feel you. So, what artists are we gonna get into for the songs, and which three songs are we gonna cover today?
So I choose to use my favorite artist right now, J. Cole. Um I've been bumping J. Cole since I was in high school and everything. Back in like '08, '09, which is crazy. That's so long ago. Um,
Facts.
but
Now think about it.
that's
Think
wild.
about it.
Getting old. But the songs I picked, one of them is Crunch Time, The Cure, and the last one is his most recent one, Snow on the Bluff.
But, but, and I haven't. I've heard Crunch Time and I've heard The Cure. I've listened and like walked read through the lyrics on Snow on the Bluff, but I haven't heard it completely yet. So y'all don't get too distraught on me if I ain't got all the bars for the Snow on the Bluff yet. We getting there, all right? We getting there. But let's go into Crunch Time, man. What bars for you stuck out in Crunch Time?
Man, the whole song, man, is kind of just like a mindset for myself. That like gotta keep going, gotta keep going. Um, to get where you want to be. Especially, I mean, not not wanting to be where you're at the moment, but you have goals and stuff set. But the line that I got, he said, "Fuck what they talking. It ain't life." Let me hold on. I gotta get this joint right.
Uh,
Fuck, fuck what they talking. It ain't like life come often. Only thing worse than death is a regret filled coffin. So try before you die. I always wonder what if. I thank the Lord for this wonderful gift. Looking for strength in this crunch time. And that's like literally like his last bar in the song.
hmm,
Um, but it always stuck out to me because I mean that shit is real. No matter what people saying, like you only get one life. Like people might tell you to go do something else or whatever you're doing at this moment is not worth it or you're just wasting your time or whatever. And like you might be passionate about this, but like they don't see the see the vision that you might have. Um, you know,
and
but
I feel like that's a big thing. Just sticking with anything in life, you gotta
mhm,
have to put the time in and effort.
yeah, and people not seeing your vision, but you still believe in it. And what if you gave up on what you believed in? Then the worst, like he said, the worst thing than death is a regret filled coffin. I rather try and find out if I was what I put all that work into was worth it or not, than not know at all. Um, just thanking the Lord always for a wonderful gift, where it's talents or whatever. But I mean, I look at it as like just being alive, having like breathing.
Yeah,
Um, every day is a blessing. Um, and sometimes you just need strength during the crunch time as in as if you want to relate it to sports, it's the most important time in the game or whatever. Some you might be tired, you might be know whatever, but you asking the Lord for strength to guide you through the finish line.
no, I understand. I understand. I would also equate that crunch time to obstacles, trials and tribulations, or anything
Hmm.
that deters you from your main mission. I feel like
Yeah.
what you're trying to accomplish. For me, I think a verse that sticks out as well is that beginning point where he says, "This for my niggas in the fourth quarter, just watching the
Hmm.
clock tick."
Yeah.
And then he says, at that point, do you start seeing bread? Been out hustling for years. Shoebox right next, right under my bed. I moved to work at my mama's house. Got me a little old crib. I always fantasized if I had went to college instead. But you know what I'm saying? And it's just like
Yeah.
you can visualize it. You can see that
Mm-hmm.
is it could be the fourth quarter in the game, or it could be hustling at your mom's crib, or it could
For
be.
real.
But as he's saying, like he debated that, what if I rather went the college route instead? And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people do that, where it's just like, yo, what if I did this, or what if I did that? And then
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just me getting older, I feel like, man, you can't even look at it like that, because it's just like time passed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can't go back in time yet. I don't know if they making time machines somewhere or something,
Yeah.
but you
Dude,
know,
sooner or later I'll be having one. But
get
yeah, bro,
get what I'm
he definitely set the bar with it. With that intro part. Yeah, I was between that part or the one I did that I chose. I fought with that because it's like you said, it's like painting a picture, getting you into this mindset of like what he's about to get into, and when he goes through the song, like all the situation that he talked on were people on like with their back against the wall, and they needed to they needed to achieve a certain goal at this point in their life or whatever. Um, so yeah, and we all kind of been through that. It may not be with drugs, but everyone has hustled, like in a
in some
sense of
sort of fashion. Yeah,
yeah, some sort of fashion that you know you 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 just want to achieve the goal that you set forth, man.
my question, Juice, is with him and kind of how you were saying, like the illustrations. Would you say that J. Cole is probably one of the most illustrative rappers of this time period? Kind of just like with the painting of the picture.
Me, I guess I'm biased because he is my favorite rapper, and that's why I like him, is because he definitely it's not just like a song. Like I kind of when I listen to it, I see like it's like a movie kind of like this song for example. Like he set it up and like you can see this kind of going on as if like you're watching TV or watching a movie or something. I'm a big fan of storytellers, so if you can tell a story in a dope way and it all connects, then like I'm a rock with your music for real, man.
No, I feel you. I feel you. Right now, I'd have Cole up there as one of the top. Him, probably like Kendrick.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, you put me on the Davies, so I would say like Davies is up there in that storytelling department, and a lot of
Hmm.
other upcoming artists. But I feel like it's a different type of talent, to be able to actually break down and tell a story about,
Man,
and then keep someone not just occupied with listening to the story, but actually amazed at how the story goes, down the line, and being
yeah.
able to break it down.
Yeah, nah, you gotta. It's a crazy talent. I feel like only a few actually get like some people might be able to do it like on like one or two songs, but like if you can do it like consecutive, that's like ridiculous.
Facts, facts, and it's all on usually the same subject, because
Hmm.
usually, eventually, you know what I'm saying, when you tell a story, you gotta change the subject to something else, because
Yeah,
story over at that point, and they hit a miss. But I mean, the way
yeah.
that he can keep it continuous and all be on around the same topic is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I think before we finish this up, I got one more bar. I believe it's at the end of the first verse, and it says,
All right.
"These are the times, survival my only crime. I gotta be on the grind. A lot of my homies gone. Instead of me, Lord, I know it's a lie that we gotta be fine. But mama, I'm tired of crying. Just lying to me one more time." And
Mm.
the way he ends that and then goes into the hook of because it's crunch time.
Mm.
I feel like that was first off just like eloquently written out, but at the same time breaking down a lot of different factors of survival with crime, because usually, you know, a lot of people say crime, and they don't add like the survival part or the
Mm-hmm.
or kind of the background of how the crime happened. Um, then also just the other people around him, kind of his situation of a lot of his homies are gone
Mm-hmm.
instead of him. So he acknowledges that, you know, he's lucky to be alive at this point, and gives the Lord, you know, his thanks for that. But at the same time, saying that he's sick of hearing his mother cry, and lying to him one more time. So I felt like with
Mm-hmm.
that, it was a lot of different factors and a lot of different ways that he was able to switch up kind of that importance of crunch time
Mm-hmm.
and all
Yeah,
that.
and it's kind of like what I was saying before. Like it relates to a lot of people. Like even if it's, you can take this as, you know, what he's saying, you know, dealing with crime and whatnot, but you can also put that in, you know, um, I used to put it in place for myself, just in like with school and sports and stuff. Like it was when I graduated high school, I had like some sports like scholarship and stuff, but not the ones I wanted. But all my friends and stuff, they had theirs,
Mm.
and I was like, damn, bro, like shit, bro, like I don't know what I'm gonna do for real, whatever. So I bet on myself and I went to like a prep school up in like Massachusetts for like a year. Ain't know nobody, never been to Massachusetts, bro. I'm in like the woods up in like Vermont or whatever, like bit close to Vermont.
Mm.
Um, so like I looked at it as like I gotta be on my grind. Like every move that I make during that year, I had to like make sure it was on point and you know it's gonna help me achieve the goals that I wanted. A lot of my homies gone. I'm in Mass. I don't know nobody. All my dogs, they all went to school, whatever. They got they you know they athletic scholarships or whatever set and whatnot. Um, Mom always tell me like, "Yo, it's gonna be good, or whatever. It's gonna be good." Which in the end, I mean, it was. So it wasn't more sense a lot, but at the moment, I felt like it was a lot because it was just like, man,
It's not at
this
this
ain't.
point in time.
It's yeah, it's not working out for me. You feel me? Like I don't know what like, but I mean, definitely that's what I always rock with this song, Happy Man.
I didn't even know that. I didn't know that's a bar for bar exclusive right there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. That's crazy though. But as
Yeah,
you said in the end, bro, crunch time, bro, worked out in the end.
yeah, worked out for real, bro.
All right, so what are we rating crunch time right now out of 10 for J. Cole?
Out of 10,
Out of 10.
damn. Um,
Because I think this is gonna be difficult because J. Cole he got that catalog, bro.
he got a catalog. This is one of my favorites though. Like I rock with this joint heavy. Um, I give it an 8 out of 10.
I was gonna say 7.8 to 8. So I'm in that
Mm-hmm.
same category. Um, I felt like it's with Cole, you know where you either get that sharp feature or a
Mm-hmm.
remix where he's on the hook or something like that. Or he has that storytelling where it's a whole song. I feel like this song was like in between that because it is a shorter
Mm-hmm.
song, I feel like.
Yeah,
But it brought everything that a like longer standout J. Cole song would have. So I feel that's kind of why I got to that.
yeah, bro. This this track is just it hit different, bro, for me and everything.
No, I feel you. And that's the thing, because I didn't, to be honest, when I listened to this is an LP, right? This is
Yeah,
the
this
true.
was before the album. This was just like something that he had put out right before, like
I
a couple of
don't
months before the album.
I think I've listened to Crunch Time maybe like 2 or 3 times before we discussed it. And I didn't
Mm-hmm.
remember it like being like this, but you know what I'm saying? When you sit down with it, it's just like, oh,
Yeah,
it's a hidden gem. It's a hidden gem, man.
yeah, yeah. That whole tape was dope. Yeah, he did two of them. Actually three. He put the third one on the album, like as a bonus, but the first two was dope.
Because what else was on that tape? I'm trying to remember.
Crunch Time was Rise Above, Can I Holler at You? Tears of ODB, and Stay.
Because I think for me it was the Tears for ODB on that one.
Mm.
But
yeah, this was the Truly Yours like trilogy. Yeah.
But was this the second one? This is the second one or the first one?
This was the first one.
See, that's what it is. Because I don't think I listened to the first one that much because that second one came out, and that's where
yeah, and it came out the same year. Like it came out quick too. Like it was only like a few months that the first one was out for, and then this one is dropped. And the second one is better, like collectively of the songs.
Right.
So I mean, I feel you on that. Kind of overshadowed the first one.
Because is the Cure on the second one?
Nah, Cure was just like some
solo
throwaway track, bro. It was wild because the Cure is the beat is off of Watch the Throne, but it's like a kind of the transition period in the beat.
I didn't peep that.
I'm trying to find it's bro. Why can't I think of the Lift Off? It's Lift Off, so it's with Jay-Z, Kanye, and featuring Beyonce.
Yeah,
and that's Beyonce that's looped throughout the whole beat on the Cure. Like her part, that little, she has a small little like
she's hitting that
part.
note. That thing.
Yeah, and yeah, that was just like some throwaway that he had, just like just chilling, and he just bodied that shit, bro.
Cause bro, the way he let's get into the Cure there. Let's get to the Cure there. Cause the way he said, "Yo, Cold World, the new Nat King. If I ain't the illest nigga, I'm the new Nat
King.
Or more like Poison.
When the new Jack swing, and my bet is like a deck of cards, 2 black queens. Chill out, bro. Chill out. A deck of cards, bro. Come on, cause
he came out spitting.
Yeah, he was on some shit, bro.
And then he said, on some shit. The nigga don't like me, then he just a fucking hater. What you made last week, I just took the fucking waiter. What that feel like? Tell me what that feel like. Nigga fucking
Twitter bitches follow me in real life.
That was it. I feel like J. Cole don't get that disrespectful either in his songs.
Nah, which is wild for him to start the song off like that, bro.
To start the song off like that.
Yo. And this came out in, I'm trying to see where I was at during this time.
10 or 11? Was it 10 or 11?
Yeah, because it was around when the whole Watch the Throne had dropped. 2012. So this is my senior year in high school.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
And I was like, yeah, bro, this joint definitely hit different.
Cause, bro, this is the time too, though. Was this the time also where he was I wouldn't say beefing, but it was like him going back with Diggy Simmons.
I think it was around that time. Yeah.
It was around this time, right? Let me see. Hold on.
I think he even say something in the song too
about Diggy. Yeah, that's what
he said. Like, you niggas is not Russell, you more Diggy. Me, I'm more Biggie. You know, this is a young boy. I'm just rapping, get bored quickly. Yeah.
Right.
But then he tried to make it up. He said, you know, try to make it for that line. I bring him on tour with me. Damn, I'm trying to find the lyrics. I'm just going off the top, like what I remember right now.
And then he was like, bring him on tour with me, finagle these whores with me.
Yeah.
Then was that this one though? What, that's on the Cure? Let me see. Hold on.
Hit the Ritz Carlton for some nights. Oh no, I'm thinking of something else.
That's what I'm saying. That's a different song.
Yeah, that's I think that's a fool. That's a fool. Yeah.
That's the double cross. Is it?
Nah, that's on Fool with with CeeLo, the sample of CeeLo on it.
That's okay. Okay. Back to
Yeah.
back to the Cure though, because I don't know what it was, man. I feel like this one was like that song. You know when you got like the quiet rappers, you know what I'm saying? When you get like the Drake or the J. Cole, and then they just start spazzing on you, and then it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, like what did someone do to you, bro? Because in the verse 2, he was talking about how many Kanye beats do a nigga got to murder to prove my mind further. Hate nigga converter. And then he just broke it down talking about he took the kids to Carl Wins, which I'm sure you never heard of. Oh man.
That's because his profile, low key profile, like he ain't doing it for the fame, but he
Facts.
also wanted. I don't think he was getting respected in the game during this time, like he should have been. But this was before Forest Hill Drive. Um, this was around the Born Center time, like right before. This might have been right before Born Center actually too. I think.
I think this was after it. I think this was after it. I'm
True,
I'm
but
not sure though. I'm not sure, but I think it was.
either before or after, he still wasn't getting that much love on Born from after the Born Center. And Born Center might have been his best album to
Facts.
me
Facts.
personally. But yeah, this track, I feel like he was like trying to shut people up, talking about that he ain't like that because he was the first dude to Jay-Z new label Rock Nation and everything. So everybody wanted him to be like just crazy star, which he ended up being. But I guess at the time people was kind of like showing more hate.
I mean, he also came out in that era where it was a lot of artists, and not everybody
Yeah,
made it.
yeah, he came out with Wale, Drake, Big Sean,
Kendrick,
Kendrick.
all of TDE.
Yeah, which was
Young
ridiculous.
Young Money came out too. Then you got MMG.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about this now, like, bro, he came out with a
Wale,
lot of
I
artists.
mean, Meek and everybody. Yeah, like that from like '09 to like 2011 was like a period where all those artists dropped. They all came out for the first time, and it was just, everyone was battling the stay at
Facts.
the top. Like their first project was dope, but like, all right, what you want to do to follow up and everything. So,
And those singles were key, I felt. Those singles were
mm-hmm.
key. Because I remember
So
some people.
mixtapes was heavy.
Facts.
Like
Facts.
I'd rather have listened to the mixtape because like on mixtapes you could use whatever beat. You didn't have to worry about clearance and stuff. Um, like on albums, you got to get the sample cleared and everything. Mixtape, you just do whatever. You hear a song that you like or a sample you like, you just go off on it.
Especially during that time, Wayne was coming with those no ceilings. Going
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Right.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of people don't remember though. A lot of people from that class didn't pop really at that point in time. Like even like
Nah.
Nip, it took a couple of years even after that for people to give him the recognition.
Yeah, and he was out too at the time already because he had did a song with Ross. I remember watching on like MTV Jams back in the day. So he was out already. He was already like he had a buzz behind him. But like you said, like some people didn't pop right off the bat, and if they did, it wasn't for long. It was like something happened or whatever, and then they came back and got their flame later on.
Thanks. And I think that goes back to crunch time. Like I felt like that time period was crunch time for a lot of artists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's the name? My lyrics from this, I got he say this is a long one. He say stay scheming, daydreaming, chain gleaming. Man should be Abe Lincoln. I cannot tell a lot though. All facts and facts. Been all that before Keenan and Kel swallowed the key to my cell, which means I got an impossible lock to pick. And if you want my spot, you got to go through lots of shit. I'm the truth, nigga. Code the truth. You the opposite. I be trying to figure out where I cannot commit. Who I known for years is it holds a fear. Meanwhile, she wondered if the one she chose is pure. No cure for the cold, rather cold to cure. The last lines is more honest than your whole career. Nigga, you a phony. Only got a few homies. I prefer lonely rap niggas don't know me.
Right.
It's a lot more, but I mean that section right there kind of like it was like I like, oh shit. I remember when I heard it, I stopped the song and just played it back.
It was It's also the pause he was taking in that. He said,
Mm-hmm.
I only got a few homies. Maybe you don't know me. I was like, bro,
Mm-hmm.
like Cole, who's in there with you in the booth, bro? Who you talking to, bro?
He was talking greasy, bro. He was talking greasy. But the whole shit, the Hall facts been all that before Key and the Kill. I was like, oh, we on our Nickelodeon shit right now, bro.
Facts.
So then he also my favorite part though is that swallow the key to my cell, which means I got an impossible lock to pick. And if you want my spot, you got to go through lots of shit. I mean, he swallowed the key to his cell already, so you ain't getting it unless you got to go through the same shit that he going through, whatever,
Facts.
or actually going through that and picking it out after digest, like he's saying in the song. For
He's
sure.
saying it's no easy road to get where I'm at.
Yeah.
I've heard with it.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah,
also the producer in there was probably just like, was it me? Like, is you talking to me? Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I think the funniest part too is at the end where he was just like, yeah, like my little man Jaheim said, yo, Cole, can you shout me out in the song? I was like, I don't know, man. If I knew I was gonna shout him out on this song, I was like,
yeah.
oh man.
That's
Jaheim
what
was
my little
dumb.
homie Jaheim.
Oh, man. I was just like, so you couldn't just tell him. You had to surprise him. But sometimes you gotta do that, bro. You gotta surprise people, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. But Cole in that time I felt his pen was sharp. I mean it's
Yeah.
not downgrading, but I felt like at that point
He was just like slicing and dicing or whatever came his way.
because I forgot what was it was the Rise and Shine with Jay-Z where they had the snippet and Jay-Z was just like, yeah, man, coming from my spot.
I'm a sign on though. I'm fine. I'm a sign on. Yeah, that's how he feel like, bro. And that's ill to have on your album.
Facts. And bruh, we can talk about that. We can talk about that whole album, man. We can talk about that
Yeah.
whole album. But going into Before the Snow on the Bluff, what are you rating The Cure out of 10?
Again, probably my number 2 favorite track from Cole, and that's tough for me. Like I said, I've been bumping Cole for a while. I get this probably a 9 out of 10. Because shit, bro, honestly, he give you like 3 verses, basically like the intro. You can kind of count that as a verse, as a short verse, because nowadays cats don't even give you that much for a verse.
You
But
get two
I mean,
yayas.
these verses has been like kind of like the length of the verses are longer than normal.
Yeah.
So it's like he wasn't holding back nothing. It was just going in. And he doesn't really have like a hook or anything. It's just like his hook is the interludes when he talk and stuff. But like even like the talk kind of like it's like kind of like getting you prepared for like this next verse you about to lay down.
Facts. I felt like with this, it was just I wanted to be there to see how many takes it took because the way he did it, it sounded like he just this light.
Just yeah, like he was just rapping and like he finished his verse on his paper and then like he just started talking. That's what it feel like.
It really do, bro. I was like waiting to hear him just be like, "Yeah, anybody want some wings or something?" Like just start talking about the studio and stuff, and then just go back to rapping. Like I was like, bro, like why you making it sound so easy,
Bruh.
Oh, he was just what he say, bro. He said, but that's not what we came here for. We ain't come here to brag. We ain't come here to boast, to stunt.
We came here to
Get a
flex.
I said, damn. For me, I got The Cure at a 9 as well. I would say that Cole got maybe the solid. This is probably in my top 5 to 10 for Cole. But for me, I have it as a 9 as well. Because bro, it's just when you get down to that picking process, man. When you sitting down with those songs and you looking and you gotta. I don't even know how we tallied up anymore, like how to pick those favorite songs. But the Cure's definitely top 10, top 5 song for me from Cole.
Yeah, because it was like no one was expecting this track to come out. It was just like,
Facts.
and then the fact that he went on a Watch the Throne beat, and I don't know, he bodied that joint.
For me,
And
I
then like
didn't at that time I didn't even know it was a Watch the Throne beat. Just saying that.
yeah, and it was dope that he made it. He had the beat, like it was different. It was the same beat, but like you don't even think about it like that, you know. Um,
He made it his own.
yeah,
Oh, I got you. You think he made it himself, or you think he caught Kanye outside the studio and was like, "Nah, I need this."
he probably hit up or whoever. I don't know if he hit up Kanye. He probably hit up somebody else that helped produce the track
Yeah.
and got it, and he basically looped it out and threw some drums on there
Oh,
at
okay.
certain parts. But yeah,
All right. You want to get to that third song, the Snow on the Bluff?
yeah, we get to that joint. This is it's fairly new. Like mine's like 3 days old now. Um,
So
but I mean, it's a lot of controversy behind it.
yeah. So I was talking to a couple of people, and they was talking about kind of how this song was directed towards No Name.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know who No Name is. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all tell me a name, or the name actually No Name. I mean, we gonna leave it at that. It is what it is. But like, I heard that she and just listened to the song as well, and kind of the aftermath of it. I felt like Cole, you know, kind of addressed it on the song, and also said that he ain't taking nothing back and stand by his song. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just for me, looking at it kind of with like younger artists, I like the position that Cole took, because
Yeah.
I mean, you say something, but you believe in it. I mean, you stand by it. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's no problem, admitting as well as if you was wrong. But I mean, if you believe in it, you gotta believe in it wholeheartedly,
Yeah.
especially with your music as well. I feel like.
For for those who probably don't know about it, like the backstory on it. I mean, No Name, she a rapper from Chicago, I believe. She's dope. I actually listened to her. I got some of her music and stuff. She doesn't really rap that much anymore. Probably put some more stuff out now. But I mean, she went to Twitter and like she posted something, um, basically coming at. She was saying how like your top rappers and everything. Um, you know, you can't even get a tweet out of them while they're on their songs talking about all this blackness and everything, but you don't see them doing anything about it. Um, and keep it a being. If you like break it down to what she was saying, like top category, top selling rappers. All right, you only listen at the top people that are selling, and then you look at what she said. Talking about basically talking about blacks and like basically empowering blacks and everything, all this stuff. Um, there's only a few that really does it, and that's I would look at Kendrick, Cole. Um, Honestly, I keep it at those two. You got Drake, but he doesn't. Honestly,
I feel like
he
Drake can't count because he's not even
I,
from America.
that, and then also I feel like he shies away from like controversial topics and stuff.
That's true too.
He's making more songs that you can like vibe to, you can dance to, or just like put you in like a good mood, whatever. Um, but I mean, he made this song, and then he kind of came out saying that like, people look at him as like a leader. I think he's super deep and intelligent, but like honestly, he doesn't know everything. Like, he kind of like talked about himself first about everything, and then even bigged up this person for knowing more and whatnot, talking about No Name. But he didn't like the way that she addressed it and everything. Um, Basically talking about people not doing much. I don't know if people know Cole always been out there, been actually been part of protests and stuff. Remember back in Ferguson, he did a couple of songs like on about being free and everything that mentally people was kind of locked in, caged in, and also dealing with just racism and everything that's going on. But the line I picked from the song, he said, "Fuck is the point of you preaching your message to those that already believe what you believe? I'm on some fuckery tweet. Most people is sheep. You got all the answers, but how you going to reach?" If I can make one suggestion respectfully, I would say it's more effective to treat people like children, understanding the time and love and patience that's needed to grow. Um, and from that, I took it as um, we all on the same team at the end of the day for what's going on. I mean, we all believe in the same thing, but not everyone probably has the same amount of knowledge or know as much or know exactly all what you can do to help to change what's going on in the world. But I wouldn't, if someone else would I guess look down at someone else for not knowing as much, then shame on them, the person looking down, because you can look at the situation and look down on them, but I mean, you're just as bad because you should be wanting to help them out, and like give them the knowledge that so that you can get them up to speed. And this whole thing is about unity. We all got to be together on this, because you can't be going into this battle divided. We all got to be on the same page and know what's going on or the proper way to go about things. And that's how I felt about the whole situation. Like I said, I listen to No Name. She dope and she's doing a lot. But I mean, don't I wouldn't shun people for not tweeting or something. You should know exactly what they're actually doing. But even if they're not protesting or they're doing this, doing that, you should reach out to them and try to get them up to speed on what you need to be doing, because people are looking at this person as a leader or something like that.
I
That's
think
what I
you
took from it.
I think you broke it down pretty great, bro. Because like I think at the end of the day, though, it comes down to like I would say I don't want to say like the newer generation, because it's still like it's like kind of that I wouldn't even say age group, but it's the wave of the kind of just like the canceling. You know what I'm saying? The cancel culture and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And like I was talking to my little brother about it like a couple, either last night or the night before, and I was like, yo, it's a blessing and a curse at the same time, because it's just like kind of like how Cole is saying, like no one can know everything. So like clearly
yeah,
somebody's gonna mess up eventually. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
But at the same time, it is addressing a lot of issues at hand that are big. And like
yeah,
by her saying that, a lot of your favorite rappers don't even give a tweet, or you know what I'm saying, actually put forth effort. But at the same time, who made you the judge to judge people putting forth effort? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
mm-hmm.
it's very hard to balance both, I guess, in that aspect, and making sure that uh what changes that can be made for the future, but we at
Mm-hmm.
the same time working together as one team, like you were saying.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I said, it's all about unity, and especially in something like going on like this. Also, um, like you said, we don't know everything, knowledge wise, and just like what people are doing. Like you might not see someone tweeting stuff and all this stuff. Some people don't like to tweet. I mean, Cole himself, he wasn't someone who always been on Twitter. He'll only get on Twitter trying to promote his album and stuff. Not saying that he shouldn't talk on stuff like this, but I mean, it's not like he's chilling on the couch just watching TV or whatever. Like he's out there protesting and whatnot. And he's someone who never like really posted pics of him doing this stuff. Fans will recognize him
Right.
and post it, so that's how people would know that he's actually been out there. Um, you can still be, you still kind of work for the goal that we are trying to fight for without having to go out there. I think he should probably tweet more because everyone has a following, no matter what. Like I have a following, you got a following. Like
I
you
ain't
post
gonna hold
something,
you. I ain't even got a Twitter. like,
but
I get what you're saying though. I get what
yeah,
you're
but
saying.
people know you. Everyone has a voice,
Facts.
and that what you may say could help motivate, educate someone to you know do more or whatever. Which she did the same thing, but I mean, she did it in a way kind of sort as kind of bashful in a sense,
Yeah.
where I mean, like you said, he believed the same thing she believed. Um, just I guess just help him get up to speed, and at the end, like I said, it's all unity.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree with that. I agree with that. And I feel like kind of just like with Cole, and like if you look at his backstory of other like even artists that he's trying to like talk to and stuff like that, from like the KOD where then he sat down with Lil Pump
Mm-hmm.
and like actually had a discussion kind of on like where they disagreed and stuff like that, and then kind of
Yeah.
just like I feel like Cole is like someone where she could have just reached out. Sometimes all it is a phone call. Like I remember I was talking to one of my friends, and
Mm-hmm.
they felt some type of way about something, and I was just like, "What did you call him?" Like I feel like in today's generation, like a lot of people just kind of look at one thing and just run with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and a lot of people gotta understand that like life's a lot more complicated than that. Like and it's a lot easier to just reach out to that person and actually have a
Mm.
conversation and get a better
Yeah.
understanding on something. You know?
And I'm not going to sit here like Cole was perfect because he could have did the same thing. He could have reached out to her. I
Right.
feel like it all could have been solved differently how it all went about. But I mean, at the end of the day, he's an artist, she's an artist. I mean, they want to make their voice known whatever way. Um, but just based off what went on, I feel like I mean he didn't say anything bad. He got a lot of backlash because they felt like he was like dissing her or something. I mean, nah, not really. He just was saying like if anything, he bigged her up. He said, "Yo, keep doing what you're doing, but you should just try." He said, "Try this way by try helping those people that may not know as much as you get to your speed and stuff." And he admitted to himself that maybe he's not doing enough. Maybe um, you know, he's wrong in the sense of whatever he's been doing that he can do more. And so, but hey,
I think he covers that too in that outro part where he's like, can you
mm-hmm,
walk with me? Hope will find the reason why we often sob, go on, cry. Painful memories
mm-hmm,
fuck up the vibe. Thought I'd be trying to let the time heal my mind. I was once a child. I've gotten older. Still, I know I'm just a boy in God's eyes. Fill me up with wisdom and some courage, plus the endurance to survive. Help mine thrive. Like, I mean, he's kind of
yeah,
saying, at the end of the day, I'm not perfect. I'm
mm-hmm,
saying? I may be older than you now, but at the end of the day, age is but a number. Like,
yeah,
um, especially in God's eyes, and like let's just keep learning more, striving, and then thrive in the end.
yeah.
Any bars from you from this song as well, or you got?
Um, mm, nah, that's all I got from that drawing. Just that section that I rock with the most.
Yeah. What are you giving Snow on the Bluff? What you giving it?
If we're gonna go song wise, I mean, I give it like a 6 out of 10, like just song wise. Not talking about
Yeah.
the message or nothing, but if you incorporate the message, it'll definitely be like a 8, probably like 7, 8. Um, I give it that because, like I said, it could have went a different way. Like this song didn't need to be created, but it was created at the end. At the end of the day, so I mean, it is what it is.
And me personally, as I told y'all before, I haven't heard it yet. Just reading off the lyrics and kind of just going through the song, I would say it's probably going to be, in my eyes, like a 7, 7, 7, 7, 6. Just because it doesn't like you was saying, it's not like a it's not like a bump. It's just more of like a meditation song, kind of
Mm-hmm.
sitting down. Because I feel like even with the what's it called? The one where he was talking to Wale and Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is even different from that. Even though he's addressing another artist, I feel like this is more of a
I feel like it was more of just a response to what was said, but in like kind of like in a conversation, like this is like a sit down between the two, and this is what he's saying after hearing what she said,
fact.
like, and he, you know, because like he puts in like what she's doing or whatever. Like, if he had any way to change what she's doing, it's just help out more than kind of put down people. And I mean, that's just like I feel like the whole vibe is more like like a conversation in a sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like he's just trying to have that convo of, hey, you could have done it this way, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And no disrespect to the way you're doing it now because it's working. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Juice, appreciate you coming on for bar. Anything
Hey,
you
no
like to
doubt,
say?
dog. Hey, man, thanks for having me, dog. This was fun. We can talk about cold lines whenever. You feel me?
Hey man,
Um,
hey, hey. Come back anytime, bro. Hey, we can
yeah.
talk about Cole. We can talk about whatever. What's the next artist you want to talk about back on Bar for Bar?
Next artist, I don't know, man. I might have to go with my dog Davies.
Hey, there y'all have it, bro. Davies. Next time, me and you gonna talk about Davies. Y'all also,
Yeah.
in the comments, let us know who else y'all want us to cover out here.
Mm-hmm.
Send us new music, all that above. Thank you again. Banter with the brothers. Bar for Bar. Call. We out.